We have all heard of GregTech, but not many of us know the story behind its creator, GregoriusT. His name has been heard many times by many GregTech players. He is the man, the myth, the legend. Greg. Let's start with the basic facts about Greg. He is a software developer from Germany and he is 31 years old. Gregorius is not his real name. He prefers to keep his identity secret. He made an entire online persona based off of the GregTech brand. We will talk about it later. All of this information is available on GregoriusT's website. I am not leaking any private information. You can go read it yourself if you want. Greg studied software developing but he failed near the end. He wears GregTech glasses, just like the ones in the picture, but he doesn't have red hair. Greg expresses extreme hatred for modern versions of GregTech that aren't made by him. However, the community thinks that GregTech CEU is pretty cool. You should download it. On his About page, Greg then proceeded to write several thousand words about everything he likes. It's pretty cool that we can take a peek at GregoriusT's life just by reading it. He goes into extreme GregTech detail. He describes everything in his life, from the games he plays, to the music, even the foods that he eats every day. Surprisingly, we can see that GregoriusT is a fan of My Little Pony. This is acidic. This is quite literally the opposite of GregTech. However, we have talked about Greg, the guy in real life. We must now talk about GregoriusT. His character, Greg, was invented in the late 2000s. His name originates from the pirate captain in Gothic 2. His red hair comes from a Lego figurine he found on the ground many years ago. The hat comes from Super Mario 64, while his eyes come from Thief 2, Metal Age. His other eye is based off of Eggman from Sonic. The GregoriusT body consists of nanites similar to the replicators from Stargate. GregoriusT is a mix of several types of media that he has seen over the years. Originally, his name was Greg. He then changed it to Gregorius to make his name look cool. Latin is cool, but that's not it. There are multiple flavors of Greg within the GregoriusT cinematic universe. This is classic Gregorius. He has been used many years ago as Gregorius' profile picture, but he was then replaced by modern Gregorius, and this is modern Gregorius, the Greg that you see everywhere on the internet. He uses his cane as an energy beam weapon. He's an engineer and a designer. So basically the one who works on GregTech. He is the boss of all Gregs, the one who gives orders to the other Greg. And then there's Gregory. He's a small spherical ball of metal with a GregTech face on it. Gregory does simple and grindy tasks, so he plays GregTech New Horizons. There are multiple versions of Gregory, but we can only see one on the page of Greg. Gregory does not have eyes. He has screens instead. Gregory was inspired by Arbok from Sonic. Then there's the funny one, Gregoriette, the anime girl. It is not advised to go near Gregoriette as her dress will shoot bullet hell at you on sight. She takes care of magic stuff in the Gregorius universe. Her dress can also act like a jetpack. Several people on Reddit have made fan art of Gregoriette. It is not recommended to look at them. I think that Gregoriette is the most op of all the Gregs. There are several other forms of Greg, like a red fox, and a blob of metal. Greg's eyes can work in several different ways, changing their color as Greg's emotion changes. Greg does not live in the average German house. However, he lives in a spaceship where time is frozen and he basically has creative mode in real life. There's so much more to learn about the GregoriusT cinematic universe. However, this video would literally be 35 minutes long if I included the entire thing. You can look at the page of Greg with the link in the description, or you can watch my dramatic reading of the page of Greg. Thank you for watching, and subscribe. Prepare yourself for the next video, where I will talk in depth about the SUS Laboratories family tree.